This is episode 2 of Horror Galore, and I'm gonna talk about 3 things that aren't movies. Okay? The first thing is, right, this is for, here's a side view of it, Alien. It's a cartridge, right? This is for the Atari 2600. I'll hold it up there. It's for the Atari 2600, okay? Vintage game, right? This is the only cartridge I have that system. I actually found this in a record store for like $2. The odd thing about it is that when you actually, because this is the bottom part of it, when you put it in, you put it into the, it's upside down. Upside down. The only positive thing is that the label is up. Okay, so that one's still, we'll put down here now. Friday the 13th. The Nintendo Entertainment System cartridge. 1985, which is when this came out. I've never played it. I don't even own an NES. I got this on Amazon, not Amazon, on eBay. So I was like, oh, I want that. So I bought it. This is after I bought it. It's Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare. Then I found out that it's not going to work on my computer. My computer's too new because this doesn't run on Windows 7. So unfortunately I've never used it. Got it on eBay. And it's a different Alone in the Dark. PlayStation 2. I don't even own a PS2. I owned an original PlayStation, packed it up, and I have no idea where it went. I just want to get those out of the way because you can see that there's now a wall of DVDs, and they're done by alphabetical order, as it normally is. But I have a video game, a horror video game, in between each one, the space of the letter it is. And there's one stack that has no dividers because that's the H's. Because Hellraiser and Halloween are in the same. Right. So, to continue on with, last time we did the Donald, Dr. Phibbs, Annabelle and the Black Cauldron. Now we're in the Seed. First one. The Changeling. My oldest brother bought this for me. I watched it once, and no disc in it because the disc is sitting in a computer and on a laptop. It's stuck in the laptop. The laptop died and the disc is in there. I just never got around to pulling the laptop apart and unscrewing everything so I could get the disc out and then watch this thing again. It was actually, it was a decent film. It wasn't something like, oh my god, it's a sleeper hit or it's a cult film, but it was okay. And where it just says it's 2000 HBO home video, 115 minutes. It's in Dolby and color. Yeah. The disc normally says the copyright year, which would be the year it came out. Well, there's 4 down. Next one is actually a chunk of them. Children of the Corn. Right. Good movie. I liked it. I actually like it. was 1984. I think it was good for then, and I think it's still a good horror film if you want to get somebody into it. It's not too scary. It's good if you have child, like a younger child, like early teens or whatever. This is good for that. But that's good, right? Sneak that in. Alright. I don't have Children of the Corn 2. Children of the Corn 3, Urban Harvest, is fucking bad. It's shit. This is a really bad movie. Like, it's probably better if I had watched the second one. Because the characters in this the concept is that two of the children from Haddonfield is Halloween. Haddonfield is where Michael Myers is in Halloween. It's Gatling is Children of the Corn. So two children from Gatling, they wind up in some like Los Angeles place or something like that, in a city, and they bring the cult in. It's just not very good. The premise I think is good. I just feel like the execution flopped. The next one I have in the series is Children of the Corn 666 Isaac's Return. Wasn't bad. Nothing more to say about it. Then Children of the Corn Genesis. This one actually, I gotta get better lighting on it here. Because that's 2010. This one came out in 2010. It goes more back to the other Children of the Corn thing, but it's not in Gatling. It's like crossroads nearby sort of thing. It takes place close to it, but not in Gatling. It had a good twist at the end. And I was like, I think this is what's going to happen. And I was like, oh, it's sort of close. It's a good movie. Yeah, I'm going to put them on the air. Next, there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are going to go, I can't believe you as a guy like that movie that's for girls. Yeah, The Craft. This is, when I saw it in the minis, I was like, that's a good movie, and then 20 years later I finally bought it. When did it come out? I have no idea. It doesn't even say. 1996. And yeah, I think this is a really good film even to today, and I hope they never remake it. If anything, if they do anything with that franchise, or it's not a franchise, it's one film, or if they do anything with it, I'd rather see it as if their children start their own little witch crew. I'd rather see that than it be remade. I think it just ruined it all. The Conjuring. When I saw this in the movies, I was like, wow, this was a really good film. This is like top 10 best horror movies of all time sort of thing. Done very well. I like there's a scene in it where they're being interviewed, and there's a guy who says it's all crap, and they're trying to go back and forth. But I liked how they showed that there's skeptics. They tried to show it from both sides. It was a really, really good movie, and the start of a good franchise as well. Horror movies have franchises. There's a lot of them, but that's one that aside from the last two, it's been really strong. Because there's one which I saw the trailer for it. The Curse of La Lazorda or something like that, or La Raza, and I didn't realize it was a Conjuring movie. I had no clue it was a Conjuring film because that character hadn't been mentioned before in any of the films. And then the Nun apparently didn't do too well. I heard people complain about that, but I thought it was good. Anyway, the next one is one of those Universal classic Marvel classic, Universal classic monsters. Creature of the Black Lagoon. This is rated G. G. 1954 is when this came out, and I'm not a fan of the old monster films, really. I've seen bits and pieces occasionally. It's not like my dad was a fan of it and he brought me up on it. So I got this on my own, and I'm going to say it is not a horror film. Although everyone else says it is. That's why it's in the pile, or in the tower. But nonetheless, it's really an adventure film. It's a group of scientists go into the Amazon and they find this creature. They find bones of a creature that's supposed to be extinct, and that they determine that, well, there's still a little bit of meat on it, which means it's not extinct. This thing has only decayed within a couple hundred years or something like that. They determined it's a recent death. And so the last one in this video was written by Iron Maiden's very own Bruce Dickinson. And it is 106 minutes, and it is not rated, which therefore in the US, if the film's not rated, it's automatically NC-17. And it is the movie Crowley. I found a place in a city that had basically it was like convenience store. That side's a convenience store. That side is movies. Very strange. But you could rent the DVDs, or you could buy them, and I just flat out bought it because I really didn't have any intention of going back there to hand it in. And it was you return it when you weren't, whenever. There was no you have it for a week like Blockbuster used to do. It was, or you're gonna rent it for a day, you're renting it for 2 days. So I bought it. He must have been like sleep deprived because this is not a good movie. Bruce Dickinson writes a lot of songs for Iron Maiden that are based off novels. So he reads a lot. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner, considered to be one of the, I was going to say one of the best. But maybe it is, I don't know. It's a good, long poem. A lot of his stuff is based off poetry, or short stories, or actual novels. So you'd think that this would be more poetic, and it's not. It's perverted, at least for him. There's female nudity, but there's no male nudity. That's the last of it. That's the end of this episode. Stay tuned for more episodes in the big pile here that's got to get talked about. Thank you for watching. Links in the description to Twitter, Facebook, and if you want to support me on Patreon, please do. If I can make a dollar sign with my hands, I would. But that's it. Goodbye. I might have to edit that out.